I'm going to talk about alcoholism and what it does to the body. Alcoholism is a uncontrolled craving for drinks that contain alcohol, despite the fact that it might be detrimental to the person's health, but the person cannot control the craving. Every time the person wants to drink alcohol, that is a disorder. It is not normal. What are the effects of alcoholism to the body? I'm going to start with the brain because that is the powerhouse of the body. The brain literally controls everything from here down. It's number one is the brain cells of this person begin to get damaged. The tissues of the brain begin to shrink. This person begins to have loss of balance, and the part of the brain that controls balance, controls speech, controls judgment is highly affected. Now, another thing that alcohol does to the brain is it affects the cognitive reasoning of the person. With time, this person begins, the cognitive reasoning begins to slow down. It becomes very difficult for this person, for the brain to assimilate or grasp or interpret information. The attention span of this person gradually becomes so shortened that it's difficult for this person to get a task done and done properly. Excessive alcohol consumption, what does it do to the heart? Number one thing it does, it increases the blood pressure because alcohol, the content of alcohol affects the hormones that are responsible for regulating blood pressure, which of course you know, and in turn lead to stroke. So that is what it does to the heart. Now, what does excessive consumption of alcohol do to the kidney? First things first, excessive consumption of alcohol makes it difficult for the kidney to perform its task: absorption of nutrients, filtration of waste. So what happens is, because this person gradually becomes dehydrated, there is no much nutrient again. And remember, because the blood pressure is affected, is no longer regulated, and this could lead to kidney diseases, kidney failure. That is where acute kidney disease comes in. And if this acute kidney disease is not treated on time, it could graduate to chronic kidney failure. What about the liver? What does it do to the liver? Number one thing it does to the liver is there is something called fatty liver disease. It is a condition whereby there are deposits of fat on the liver. Number two, sorry. Number two thing is liver cirrhosis. So because there is now deposits of fat on the liver, there is something called liver cirrhosis, which is carrying of the liver. Like there are scars on your liver, and it is very dangerous. Liver cirrhosis. Another harmful effect of alcohol on the liver is, or to the liver is, hepatitis. You already know the liver becomes inflamed, becomes inflamed. Obviously, if there are deposits of fat on the liver, there are scars on the liver, liver cirrhosis, it will lead to hepatitis, which is an inflammation of the liver, and we don't want that. Do something about the amount of alcohol that you consume, because all of these things, you might not even experience these things right now, so it might not like make sense to you right now. See, this is what the liver does to your heart. Decrease increase in high blood pressure. There is something called cardiomyopathy, where the muscles of your heart begin to weaken. And imagine the muscles of the heart becoming weak. You would start having symptoms like difficulty with breathing. You will start having arrhythmia, that is irregular heart rhythm. Mind you, these symptoms that I've talked about are not all the symptoms. So if you want to enjoy your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, you don't want to be spending the later days of your life in the hospital, avoid alcoholism. Avoid it. So I hope this information, did one or two for you. Yeah, I hope so. And if you are yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.